Hi students, in today's class we are going to learn about organizational change. It is the topic in unit 4 of organizational behavior. Now let's see what is meant by organizational change. Before knowing about organizational change, first let us know about what is meant by change. Here change refers to any alteration that occurs in total environment, which means if there is a slight deviation or slight modulation in existing work, it considered as a change. And now let's see what is meant by meaning of organizational change. Organizational change refers to the actions in which a company or business alters a major component of its organization, such as its culture, the underlying technologies or infrastructure it uses to operate, or its internal process. Now, what is meant by organizational change means any alteration that has occurred in a company or in a business, like change in its infrastructure or changing in its technology, adopting a new technology is also one of the organizational change. Now let's see the definition of organizational change. According to Cambridge University, organizational change is a process in which a large company or organization changes its working methods or aims. For example, in order to develop and deal with new situations or markets. Here, how the Cambridge University defined organizational change means how an organization changes working methods or aims. For example, to develop and deal with new situations or markets. If we have to develop a new market, we are launching our product in a new market, means we will change our production, we will increase our production, and in the same way we have to concentrate for the development of that new market. Then we will change our working style. That is also is known as organizational change. And was given by Cambridge University. Features of organizational change occurs in any part of the organization. It disturbs the old equilibrium, necessitating the development of the new equilibrium. Here, if we bring any change in the organization, then the old method what we are following till up to now will be changed to the new one. For example, if you are bringing a new technology, then the old technology will be vanished. And in the same way, in the previous days, the bookkeeping process used to be followed by the organizations, but nowadays it has been updated to the old new technology by storing them into the system. In the same way, while we bring a change to the organization, the old equilibrium will be disturbed. And the second feature is any change may affect the whole organization, which means if we bring a little change in an organization, it may affect the whole organization. For example, in some parts the effect may be more, and in some parts it may be less, and in the same way the effect may be directly in some parts and it may be indirectly in other parts. And the third feature is some changes which are minor type may be absorbed by the existing equilibrium. Others which are major ones may require special change effort. For example, in the place of books we are bringing a system. Then the change we require a special change effort by giving training to the employees how to work on the system, like that. If we observe nowadays, we are developing the system by developing the speed of the internet. Now there is no the existing equilibrium will be absorbed by this minor change. There is not required any special change efforts. These are the features of organizational change. Now let's see the factors influencing organizational change. Now let's see the factors influencing organizational change. Here two factors influences the organizational change. They are external factor and internal factors. Now let's see what are external factors. External factors are change in technology and equipment, market situation, social and political changes. Now, what is meant by change in technology and equipment? Advancements in technology is the major cause. That means it's an external factor of change. Each technological alternative results in new forms of organization to meet and match the needs. Which means by adopting a new technology also we bring a change to the organization. In the same way, why we have to adopt a new technology means in order to match the needs. It is a competitive world. In this competitive world, we have to be we have to be in the competition in order to get the success. So, in order to meet those such needs, we are adopting a technological alternatives which will be useful to meet our needs, to meet our goals. And the second factor is market situation. Changes in market situation include rapidly changing goals, needs, and desires of consumers, suppliers, unions, etc. If an organization has to survive, it has to cope with the changes in market situation. Here, how the market situation be the external factor means like needs and desires of consumers, suppliers, unions, etc. For every organization, customer is the god, customer is the king for the market. So, based on the consumer needs and based on the unions, these all comes under market situation. If our organization want to survive in the market, we definitely want to adopt those market situations in order to meet the needs and in order to cope with the changes in order to survive in the market, we have to cope with the changes in market situations. And now the third external factor is social and political changes. Organizational units literally have no control over social and political changes in the country. Relations between government and business or drive for social equality are some factors which may compel for organizational change. Here, social and political changes. These are not in the hands of any organization. In order to have the relation between government and business or for the social equality, some factors which may compel for organization. In order to maintain the relationship between the government and the business are in the same way the relation between the society, we have to change. We have to go for the change. Now let's see what are the internal factors. Internal factors means here which factors will affect the organization, will influence the organization internally for the development of the organization. So what are the internal factors means changes in managerial personnel, deficiency in the existing organization and other factors. Now let's see what are the internal factors which influence the organizational change briefly. Changes in the managerial personnel. Here, one of the most frequent reasons for major changes in the organization is the change of executives at the top. No two managers have the same style, skills, or managerial philosophies. Here, what is meant by change in managerial personnel means if a manager changes, automatically our working style will be changed. Why? Because no two managers will have the same working style. The second internal factor is deficiencies in the existing organization. Many deficiencies are noticed in the organizations with the passage of time. A change is necessary to remove such deficiencies as lack of uniformity in the policies, obstacles in communication, any ambiguity, etc. For example, if there is any deficiency existing in the present organization, we have to remove the deficiencies in the existing organization. Maybe the deficiency may be in communicating to other departments or in the obstacles of applying the organization policies. These deficiencies must be cleared out. So for that also the change may occurs. And the third one is other factors. What are the other factors means demand a change in the organization, employees desire to share in decision making and higher wage rate. These are the other factors which influence for the organizational change. So this is about what is meant by organizational change, which factors influence organizational change, and what is the definition of organizational change. In next class, we will going to see about what are the types of organizational change and how the change be adopted by the organization. Thank you.